I'm a golf addict, and so are all of you. I'd like to recognize the board of directors of KPA, the MD of KPA, visiting captains, Captain of Muthaiga, a very good friend of mine, a man who christened me Jaber. He shortened my name from Taiba Jaber to Jaber when we had the Sunset Tournament here. I'd like to thank a man who made this all possible, a man who worked tirelessly, Mr. Charles Odo. Charles Odo. Take a bow, sir. You did well, you did good. Today we broke records. Many records. I'll talk about them in a bit. But I must say, any incoming captain in Nyali, the first thing he does is he looks at the calendar and asks, when is KPA? KPA is the peak. KPA is the nadir. It is the climax of all golf tournaments, and we came, no pun intended, we came from the smallest club in size, Malindi, in the Coast Province, in size but not stature, from the newest club in the Coast Province, Vipingo, from the only club, from the only hotel with a golf course, Leisure, and from the oldest club in the Coast Province, Mombasa Golf Club, a club with a very rich heritage that we must recognize, a club that supports us always. They do good by us and we'll do good by you, I promise you. And they came from the best, from the club with the best golf course, not only in the Coast Province, but probably Kenya-wide, Nyali Golf Country Club. There were 252 players. It was not easy doing the draw. And we thank all of you from coming from all the corners of Kenya, from Nyanza, from Muthaiga, even from Brandwis. We recognize your efforts in coming here. We thank you for coming here to grace this occasion. And we managed to beat and find out that this course can only take a maximum of 252 players. This is a record that I'll be forever proud of, because I know it can't be beaten, can only be matched. And we also had a record score. There was a golfer who I'm told is a very senior policy maker in the government, who managed a very princely score of 3. No, don't laugh. No, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort, gentlemen. This man really proves the point that George Bernard Shaw said, golf is nothing but a good walk spoiled. We thank him for his effort. We hope he doesn't devolve any policy on golf, or sports for that matter. And tomorrow being Sunday, please say a prayer for him. On that note, let me call on Mr. Bernard Osero, the head of corporate affairs, KPA, to take us home. Thank you, Bernard.
I'm happy for you. You've done the best. Thank you very much, Captain. We are really excited I'm told, just to repeat what you said, that this is the best turnout we have ever had since. So I'm also told that this credit goes to Captain. Is that correct? Credit goes to you. It's okay, it's okay. The chairman of the Kenya Ports Authority, General Retired Joseph Kibwana, the acting managing director, Dr. Daniel Manduku, the board of directors present, the general managers, heads of departments, golfers, all the participants. Good evening. Today I am not going to take more than I took the last time I stood before you, because I made specific, particular promises, and which I meticulously fell short of, to an extent that I'll not want to make more embarrassments by promising more, but with your indulgence, I can just promise one more thing, that watch this space and let us meet in Machakos on 9th of February, and then you'll see what I was talking about, for those who were here last evening. My role here is to just set a mood, and I call the next speakers to come and share a few of the ideas they have with you. But before I do that, I had asked my colleague Charles to tell me, give me a joke, give me a golf joke. And Charles told me he has so many jokes, but I told him, don't give me internet jokes. These guys know all those jokes. So if you crack an internet joke, it's already known, so they won't laugh. So Charles gave me a few jokes, but I checked, I realized they're all over. So I thought the best joke I can give you is about myself, because it's not on the internet. So, and how many of you have ever used the American Express card? Or you know it? Okay. You know, there's certain things we admire, and we come to like them, and we choose them, and sometimes we even get addicted to them, simply because we watch some adverts, you know. And some adverts have a subtle way of influencing our subconscious, and we end up purchasing certain things without really knowing. One of them is the adverts to do with cars, adverts to do with beers, and of course credit cards. But I like the one of the American Express, and this is how it goes. So an advert I watched about 20 years ago, by my reckon, and they wanted to show you that the card is the American Express card is a very strong thing. It can take you anywhere. Nothing stops them. Nothing can divert their attention. So here is a truck. This is a TV advert. It's a truck zooming from a distance, and the camera zooms in, and we see a truck driver, and he's on a highway, going at high speed. It's on a highway, he can't stop. It's in a hurry. He has to deliver the cargo somewhere. But from a distance, he sees some object. And it looks like it doesn't move. It's quite far from the object. But as he moves closer, he realizes, yeah, it looks like a human being. As he moves closer, he realizes, it looks like it's a human being trying to get a lift. And as he moves closer, he realizes it's a lady. It's a truck driver, and it's a highway, a really deserted highway, and ahead there's a lady who wants a lift. She's alone. It's not authorized to carry anybody, remember? And then he moves close, and the lady realizes this guy is on a very high speed, and he can't stop. So she knows this is a man, is a truck driver on the highway, having driven a long distance. So what can make him stop? So she decides, if this guy can't slow down, she starts to unbutton her blouse. And she unbuttons the blouse, and the guy moves close and says, yeah, it's a lady. And the camera zooms on the foot, and the driver is trying to put the foot on the brake pedal, and the lady feels, oh yeah, this guy is going to stop. And I see he moves closer. The camera zooms in the pedals, and suddenly the driver remembers he's in a hurry. He has to deliver the car somewhere else. And he changes and presses the fuel pedal and zooms past the lady and goes. And then the tagline below the screen says, "The American Express, we stop at nothing." So I watched this when I was very young, and I still like the American Express card because I still remember that advert. I don't know whether it still exists. I have also adverts about beer. I like adverts about beer. That explains how I started drinking. You know, the one I like most is Tusker Lager. But it's not so much about what they say, but the way they do it, you know. So they bring the beer to the bottle, and a very elegant lady moves in and opens the beer, and there's a good pop sound. You can feel it. And then up you see the foam, you know, coming up. I can even feel the flavor, you know. I can taste it, you know. And it's just on screen. And then down there they write, "Brewed to go with the good times." So it's like, oh, I can't wait. I really need that beer. But that particular advert is which made me start drinking. Now, those are some of the things which make us get addicted to certain things. But let me tell you how I stopped drinking. Sorry, I mean how I reduced the number of bottles I take. So, in case you see me taking something. And this is a true story. I wish my colleague Engineer Mad was around. Sorry, he lost his dad, so it's not around. KPA, there's a time we used to have big parties. We were calling open fun days for families. We were many, we were about 10,000 workers. And we could call all the workers once a year on a Saturday to Mbarak Sports Club, together with their wives, an average of 2 to 3 wives, 4 kids from his family, 5, name it. We were very strong then. Then, about 20,000 guys on the field. And this time we had a committee, very special committee. I remember Engineer Mad was chairing that committee. And we had done a good job, a whole month preparing, and it was good. Good fun. Fathers, wives,